The relationship that you have with yourself, gentlemen, is the most important relationship that you need to take care of. If you do not like you, it will negatively impact your life and your relationships with other people. It has a knock-on effect. If you're not befriending the man that you see in the mirror, if you are not his ally, if you are not his biggest supporter, your life will be unnecessarily difficult. Now look, life is chaotic in nature. It's not easy. We're going to face some challenges, but you don't need to make it harder than it needs to be by hating on yourself, by getting in your own way, by self-sabotaging, preventing yourself from experiencing good opportunities, either in the form of your career. You get in your own way. You tell yourself, yeah, but I'm not naturally intelligent like my friend is. I'm not good with numbers. You make that conclusive statement. You prevent yourself from even trying, which is the ultimate tragedy, as I've spoken about before. You see a girl that you find incredibly attractive. You notice her looking at you a few times in a cafe, but you walk out without even giving yourself a chance to find out what would happen. Once again, never trying. You walk out telling yourself, yeah, but she would have just rejected me anyways. I'm not as handsome as the other guys or whatever, right? I'm not as rich. You'll make an excuse to prevent yourself from even trying. You get in your own way time and time and time again. I want you, for the first time in your life, to try being on your team, on your own team. Try it for the first time in your life. Tell yourself, you know what? This week I want to be on my team. I want to see what would happen if I encourage myself, if I support myself. I don't want to act against my best interest. I want to do things that will level me up. I just want to see what would happen. Give it a go. And I can guarantee that if you act like somebody who truly cares about himself, and look, in the beginning, you may have to act. You should be taking actions that improve you as a human being, that elevate you, that take you to the next level. But if you don't think you're good enough, for the first time in your life, just try. Try doing things that you know will have a massively positive impact on your life. And don't say nothing to yourself. You're about to do something, you hear that voice again. Proceed anyways. Courage is not the absence of fear, gentlemen. It's acting in spite of the fear. I'm going to say that again. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's acting in spite of the fear. You know what? I got that voice telling me she's out of my league. You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to try anyways. You walk up to her and you say, hey, listen, I was just sat across the cafe and I saw you and I thought you looked absolutely beautiful. I just wanted to come and say hi. Now, she could either turn around and say, oh, that's so sweet of you, thank you, and then be open to having a further conversation with you. And maybe you say, well, hey, I'd love to get a coffee with you sometime next week, or take you out somewhere nice. Can I get your number? Right? She would either say, yeah, of course. Or she may say, oh, sorry, I'm in a relationship or whatever. Anything can happen, right? But I don't want you to overcomplicate the outcome before you even try. Regardless of what the outcome would be in this situation, you would walk away feeling better about yourself than before you approached her. You will gain XP, more respect for yourself. Right? You'll be like, you know what? I did something right now that most men wouldn't have done. I feel better about that. Right? At least you won't have the what if voice in your head. And that is a voice that we should strive our very best, gentlemen, to never have to confront. That what if, what if, what if, what if. You want to be able to live a life where you did absolutely everything within your power. Now, you can't seize every opportunity in life, right? But you don't want to have that what if question be imposed to you when there were very glaringly obvious opportunities that you could have seized, that you didn't, because they will haunt you. When there's an incredible opportunity in front of you that you don't even try and seize, that you don't even try and take advantage of, it will bother you. It will eat away at your conscience, right? It will. And you'll be thinking, yeah, but what if I would have done that? If I would have applied for that role? I mean, I knew I could have done it, you know? What if I would have just asked for her number? I mean, what if she said yes? You don't want to have those what if conversations with yourself. You want to be able to say, you know what, I tried it. I applied, I didn't get the job. It is what it is. At least I knew what the outcome was. I asked for her number. She said no. It is what it is. At least I know that she's taken. Instead of thinking, well, what if she's single and, you know, right? Just go out there, gentlemen, and be your ally. Tell yourself, no. You have that voice in your head telling you, you can't. You override that voice and say, yes, you can, motherfucker. Yes, you can. You're going to go there. You're going to do the thing that scares you. You're not going to shy away. You're not going to prevent yourself from getting better, because every action you take, gentlemen, in that action, there is an opportunity to improve. It's inaction that robs you of improvement, because inaction guarantees one thing, and that is that you stay where you are right now. But action, even if you don't get the outcome you want, you've still attained something. You've attained more knowledge. You've attained more data, feedback, right? You don't have success without failure. They come hand in hand. You need to fail forwards. Fail, and I say fail in quotes because, as I've said in previous videos, the only true failure is never trying. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, gentlemen. I'm going to say that again. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You see a girl that you like, you shoot your shot. You say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to try. She's absolutely beautiful and I don't want to miss this opportunity. I want to go up to her and tell her. Because you never know. There are people out there that have done that and have ended up marrying that woman. It could very well happen. Just as much as we focus on why it won't work out, which is the default for so many of us, we're like, yeah, but she's probably got a man, or, you know, she's probably not interested in guys like me, or she's probably in a different country, or she's probably whatever. You never try. And when you never try, you never get it. It's as simple as that. Going forwards, stop stepping on your own dick. Stop finding different ways to fuck it up. Tell yourself, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to walk up to it. I'm going to apply for the job. I don't care if I'm not qualified. I'll become qualified on the job, motherfucker, right? I'm not going to sit there and be like, well, I don't think I'm good enough for them. What in the beta loser energy is that? I don't think I'm good enough. Oh my God. If you know anything about the corporate world, you'll know that there are people that are not qualified for the positions they hold, that are making bank, that are making good money. And there you are trembling, oh no, biting your nails, thinking, I'm not good enough for them. Fuck that energy. Yes, you are good enough. Don't be intimidated by a few digits on a screen. Oh, but that salary's too high for somebody like me. Is it though? You deem whether it's high or not them. A lot of companies have big budgets, and so many guys sell themselves short. All right? They pick a number that they can kind of make sense of. Oh, it's low. That means, okay, they won't get mad at me if the job's not good. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to go for the big number. I'm going to tell them what I believe I should be paid. And they either work around that number or they go and find someone else that's cheaper because the quality will suffer. Okay, you want to pay somebody the cheapest you possibly can. All right, the work may not be as high of a quality. In football terms, if you want the best players in the world, they come at a cost. Their wage demands will be higher. You got to start believing in your own swagger, gentlemen. Start believing in your capabilities and what you can bring to the table. Even when it comes to women. Don't put her on a pedestal and make her so much better than you in your eyes. Oh, she's just amazing. What about you? You're fucking amazing as well. You're amazing. Start believing in your qualities, your humor, your charisma, your ambition, your work ethic, your close family ties, all these things that make you a great catch. Start believing in them a lot more. There's a saying, a man that has confidence in himself gains the confidence of others. I'm going to say that again. A man that has confidence in himself gains the confidence of others. If you want people to buy into you, you must buy into you. This applies to everything. Women that you're dating. If you don't believe you're the catch, she won't either. She won't. If you go for an interview and you don't think you're good enough for the role, they won't think you're good enough. It's as simple as that. You got to start believing you're the real deal in every aspect of your life. Talk like it, walk like it. Enough feeling sorry for yourself. Enough with the victim card. Reinvent yourself. Become a totally different man. Going forward. Enough entertaining these fat, crap, negative thoughts. We all get them. I get them. Everybody gets them. But it's one thing giving these negative thoughts power. And it's another thing allowing them to bounce around in your mind. Eventually, they'll fuck off. And then better thoughts will come in. Same thing with emotions, and I've spoken about this before. Emotions are visitors. They don't hang around forever. One emotion does not hang around with you forever. Happiness will come into your life. Things will feel great and amazing. And then it will depart for a while. And then instead of it, you will feel some sadness. Allow the sadness to rush through your body. It will also soon depart. And better emotions will come back. Okay? You're not supposed to be happy all the time. You're not supposed to be in this state of euphoria. Wow, everything's amazing. No. But you are in control of what you do. Discipline your emotions. There's a saying from, I think it was Les Brown that said this. Discipline your emotions. Do not let your emotions get the better of you and dictate what you do. So when you're sad, you do nothing. And when you're happy, you do something. Because you'll just be choppy that way. You won't ever get anything done. Regardless of how you feel, you're stoic. You're locked in. And you never entertain, for goodness sakes, you never entertain a negative thought about yourself. You don't give it life, because you do. You give it life. It's in your hands. It comes into your mind, a negative limiting belief that you have of yourself, and you give it life by holding on to it, embracing it. Is it true? Maybe I'm not where I want to be because I am a loser after all. And you start entertaining these thoughts and you make yourself feel worse as a result. And when you feel bad and sad and all that stuff, you don't do anything, do you? On the other hand, when you feel good, you do good. And the way you make yourself feel good is by saying these positive things to yourself. These positive affirmations is believing in the things that you do well. Not just the things that you don't do well, right? Talk the talk about what you do well. Give yourself credit for it. It's going to feel strange in the beginning to do that. Positive affirmations, I used to think were a load of bollocks until I started to say positive things about myself out loud. And I noticed how it made me feel about myself. It made me feel so much better, so much better. I started believing in my strengths a lot more, and other people started to notice. They started to say things like, Ali, your confidence. Now, how do you do it? You've got this certain aura about you. And it's because I started to believe in my strengths. Genuinely believe in them. This doesn't come from a place of arrogance and thinking that I'm better than everybody out there. No. Which some people will make you feel, by the way. The moment you start believing in your strengths, some people may start to misinterpret that as you being arrogant, which is far from the case. Just because you believe in you, it doesn't mean you're arrogant. Arrogance is when you look down on other people. But believing in yourself, having self-confidence, comes from a good place, a place of wanting to do better for yourself. It comes from a place of self-love. I'm doing this for me because I know it will help me if I believe in my own strengths. I will reap more fruitful rewards in life if I see myself as somebody who is capable, who has all the skill sets necessary to deliver in his relationships, in his work. Bet on your strengths. Cut the fucking crap about the, oh no, my life, this, I'm always, women always leave me. Cut that fucking shit. Even if you get that thought, do not entertain it. Let it bounce around. It will fucking disappear in a few seconds or a few minutes or a few hours. And if you've been laying at home for the last week, 2 weeks, get out the house, for goodness sakes. Motion creates emotion, as Tony Robbins says. Move. A quick 30 to 40 minute walk will do wonders for how you feel up here. We talk about mental health quite a lot, right? Get out the house. That is a start. That is a move in the right direction. Don't worry about putting your life together completely. Just get out the house. Go for a 1 hour walk. There's a funny meme, right? Man goes for a walk. Man sees rock. Man kicks rock. Man feels happy again. It's as simple as that for us guys. Or you pick up a stick and you throw it in a lake. Feels good. Or a rock, right? It's nice. We're simple creatures. So get out the house. Go for a walk. Smell the fresh air. Yesterday I was going for a late night walk and I saw some horses. And I was like, and they came over. Just a nice bonding session with some nice horses. 2 horses, right? I posted it on my Instagram story. Just had a great time in nature. Spent about 15 minutes with the horses, right? Things like that make you feel good. And on that note, guys, I want to end this video. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Also share your thoughts of a time perhaps when you had those limiting beliefs and what you did to overcome those limiting beliefs. Make sure you give this video a like, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. See you in the next one.